What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel, guys. As you can see, we still have the GT500. I pretty much made up my mind that we have came this far with the GT500 and I want to see it through. And plus, I mean, you know, it's a 2012 GT500. You know, it's kind of one of those things that if I get rid of now, am I going to find one in the future if I decide to get one in this good of a shape? And this already has a lot done to it, so I went ahead and decided to keep this. We're going to keep the GT500 and we're going to keep rolling on it. So what we have today is, as you can see, I'm draining coolant, so you can probably guess exactly what we are doing. And yes, I ordered this from VMP, as I do a lot of my parts. I really like what they do and I like to support them, but I ordered a 170 degree thermostat and we are going to cool things down a little bit. Also have new tune from Daryl to put in it for the thermostat to kick the fans on sooner. So we're trying to cool things down to keep things a little cool, especially it's September and it's still 90 something degrees in September. So we're just trying to cool things down and see if we can get the car running a little bit better and keep it a little cooler. So that's what we're doing today, guys. It's a pretty straightforward install, not a lot to it. It's, you got two bolts right here, one right here and one down here, and this thermostat cover comes off, the thermostat comes out, new one goes in, goes back on, and then we're going to vacuum fill with brand new coolant, since the vehicle is, what, 7 years old now. So it doesn't hurt to go ahead and put brand new coolant in it. But anyway, that's what we're going to do, guys. So let's get started. Alright, guys, so we got the thermostat installed. Pretty simple, straightforward. Got everything done. We got it vacuum filled with brand new antifreeze, and everything's looking good. Now we're going to load the tune in, fire it up. It's starting to get dark. I actually started this after I got off work, and even though the temperature doesn't feel like it's getting fall, the sun is starting to go down early, which really sucks. But anyway, guys, we're going to get the tune loaded in, and then I'm going to drive it down the road. Normally the temperature sets between 196 and 199 to 200, depending on the temperature outside. Sometimes it can stay around 194 if I'm going down the road. It just really depends on the temperature outside. So we should be staying a lot cooler now, which is going to help everything. And we're going to load the tune in to bring the fans in earlier to maximize everything. So highly looking forward to it. We should be hitting the track this Friday. Speaking of tracks, guys, the reason you haven't seen any drag strip footage is usually like Monday or Tuesday there's drag strip footage, correct? With me there is anyway. But the drag strip for some reason closed this weekend and was not open, and so I had nowhere to go to run without traveling pretty far off. And the week before I was at Mustang week down in Carolinas, and that's a heck of a drive. So you know what, I decided to stick around the house and do a couple things around there. But anyway, guys, we're going to get the tune loaded in. We're going to see how this helps. Hopefully I'll be able to film the rest of this tonight. That's what I'm hoping for. Anyway, because it is pretty hot right now, and I should be able to see exactly the benefit from this as soon as I get out of here and start heading down the road. Alright guys, so we're going to let it warm up, get it to operating temperature, and then we will pull it off the rack and take off down the road. Alright guys, it is the next day. I filmed a little bit after I left the dealership yesterday, but got home and it was too dark. The film quality was kind of crappy, and I was like, you know what, I'll just, tomorrow after work, I'll get the car out, we'll take it down the road, we'll drive it a little bit, and we'll see how it does, and see everything else. And right now we're sitting at 178 degrees is where it's sitting at right now. We've been going on the road for a little bit now, and the car is doing really good. I'm highly interested to see it at the drag strip and see how well it does at the drag strip with how far it heats up, and that will actually also help with you know, if it doesn't heat up as much, it'll cool down faster. So and then at the same time, when I'm pulling up to the line and doing everything else, it doesn't have a chance to heat up, because before, you know, get up the line, do everything, do the burnout, and you know, the temperature would be at 198, 199. You know, get going down the track, and it'd be, you know, could get up to 200, 202, 203, and I was trying to cool things down for that aspect, and I think we've done it with this. I think it's going to do really well with this, and it's going to help us out. Highly looking forward to seeing how it does at the drag strip now. Another reason I want to take this opportunity to talk with you guys is that some of you have been asking in the live feed and everywhere else, and I really haven't addressed this in the videos, is where's the Trinity blower at, what's going on with it, and what's the time frame on that. So I want to talk a little bit about that. The gentleman that I'm getting the Trinity blower from, Freddie, who has the red 13 GT500, has been on the channel from time to time. The plan was to get the supercharger. Already had the supercharger on this car by now, but he has decided to go a little deeper into his build, so it's pushed him back a little bit, and it's going to be sweet, guys. I won't divulge too much because I don't know how much he wants me to let go as far as information, but however, it's going to be sweet, guys, and I will, as soon as he gets it done, of course, I'll bring it to you on the channel and show you what all he's done. But I think you're going to enjoy that car. It's going to be a pretty sweet car when it's all said and done. So basically what I'm waiting on is him to take his stock blower off. Now the original time frame, it would have already been off and already been on my car. However, now it's looking like it's probably going to be after Mod Nationals, when they get started on his car. So that's when I will be able to get the blower. So the dilemma I'm left with is, do I wait for that, which I really want to do because I really want to show you guys what the Trinity blower will do. However, after Mod Nationals is November, I believe, and I think it's the 13th or the 17th or something like that. Not 100% sure. But anyway, Mod Nationals is around that time, and that means that I will not get the blower till sometime in November, which kind of puts, I don't know, kind of puts it off a little bit, and I don't know exactly really what to do. I just really wanted to show you what the Trinity blower could do, and I've had a lot of people tell me the Trinity blower would probably put me where I want to be. As you know, there's a certain ET I want this car to run, and I've said that I'm probably going to stop around that time that I get that ET. So, but anybody who knows me knows I can't leave well enough alone, and I probably won't stop. So the only thing that I know to do is, when I get to that ET, is to either stop or go crazy with this one. And honestly with you, I'd like to stop and buy something else to build for its primary purpose to be the drag strip. Not a full out drag car, just its primary purpose to run at the drag strip, and leave this where I can run at the drag strip, play with it on the street, and just be a pretty sweet car all around. So I'm not sure, guys. I'm still debating all of this, and I will until the time comes, and that's just part of it. But if I was to get something, I kind of want to get an SN95 and build it up, and it would take a while to build the car. So that's another reason why I want this car to run a certain ET, so I can go to the drag strip and play with it, and also get it on, driving on the street, go on cruises, and do all kind of things while I'm building the other car. Because if I was to get rid of this car to build another car, I would be antsy until I got that car built. But if I have this car, then it's not really a big deal as to how long it takes me to build the other car, and I can take my time and do things the way I want to. No hooky. tires are not hooked. They're great around curves. The Goodyear Eagle F1s, they're great around curves, but as far as laying down the power, not gonna happen. Anyway, guys, I kind of just wanted to, we're still sitting around 178, guys. I think the paper that come with the thermostat said that it was like, you'd probably get 185, 188, and if the sun was dead beating on me and I was doing some things, it probably would be in the 180s, you know, 188, 185, maybe around that area. But it's a lot better than running 198 to 200, which is what I do in the heat. So, highly looking forward to that, guys. I love this car. It's another reason I couldn't get rid of it, guys. I just, when it comes down to it, I like the GT350. It's going to be an awesome car. It's a sweet car. I've driven several of them, and they are pretty sweet. But I would have to have this and that, and you know, just taking the risk of getting rid of this and wanting another one day, and not be able to find one as in good of shape, which I probably could, but with all the stuff that's already done in this car and all the time I've already put into it, you know, why do that? Why not just keep it? It's like kind of like my 03 Cobra. Looking back on it, I wish I would have kept it, because eventually I would like to have another one, and it was like, well, you had a nice one, you know, you could have kept. But you know, that's the curse of me. There's too many cars I want, and I can't afford to have them all at one time. So what I really need to do is I really just need to stick with one and keep one, and then, you know, as time goes on, you know, get it to where I want it, save up my money, and then buy something else I want. And that's what I really need to do. Guys, I just want to talk to you a little bit about what's going on. I know some of you have been asking about the Trinity blower and everything else. I just want to let you know that it's still in play. I'm just patiently waiting. I would buy one from somebody else, but honest with you, I've looked around and they're around $1,500 to $1,800. And if I'm going to spend the money on a Trinity blower, paying $1,500 to $1,800 for that, why do that when the Gen 2R, the VMP Gen 2R, is $2,600? Why not just go ahead and buy the Gen 2R and use it, and then, you know, pretty much that blower, unless I want to build an engine, that blower can do everything I want to do. I've been told the Trinity blower is going to do everything I need it to do, and honest with you, I kind of think it probably will. There's a certain ET that I want to hit, and so I believe that that's going to probably hit it. But guys, I want to end this video here. I do have subscribers ride coming up. Speaking of subscribers ride, one of the rides in here, that gentleman actually sent me a pretty cool gift in the mail. It is, I don't know if you can see that, but it has my logo on the front, and then it has the cars on it, and that is pretty cool. So Mike, thank you, man. I really appreciate it. The wife actually opened that up and sent me a message going, hey, did you order a cup? I said no. And I said, but I did have a subscriber who's going to send me something, and she's like, well, you got it in, and she sent me a picture of it, and I was like, man, that is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. So thank you a lot, man. I do appreciate it, and I am using it already, and it's going to get a lot of use. He also sent me a VMP mouse pad, which I'm already using. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I really do. That means a lot, man. It really does. You know, just when I think, you know, YouTube this, YouTube that, and then somebody goes off and does that, and I'm like, man, it's all worth it. That's pretty awesome. So thanks a lot. But guys, we're going to end the video. Stay tuned for subscribers ride. But if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you next time.